Hi, I'm Kate Bashford and this is my entry to the 2026 Patterns of Fashion competition. It's the 1730 to 50 jacket of a riding habit from Snows Hill Manor in Janet Arnold's Patterns of Fashion 1 circa 1660 to 1860. I chose this garment as I was particularly interested in the use of the androgyny in tailoring at this period, and especially how these garments were one of the only women's items still made exclusively by male tailors for most of the period. The riding habit is made out of a linen wool blend, which was perfect because it meant that it still behaved like the wool, like how it would have done at the time of when it was first created. However, it still has that slubby, historical look from the linen. I basted the whole garment together first, and then I completed it by backstitching a tiny 12 to 15 backstitches per inch to ensure that the whole garment is super secure and suitable for side saddle wearing like it would have been done in 1730. The habit was canvassed with a heavyweight natural linen in all areas apart from the skirt. 3 seams are sewn together at once and then unfolded and pressed open. This allows the canvassing and top cloth to interact as one piece rather than mounting in a modern way. The 4th layer is then folded under and slip stitched down to encase all of the seams. I wanted to use this opportunity to learn a completely new skill, so I decided to learn pewter casting for my 24 buttons on the riding habit. This was also a really great opportunity to interview 2 different people who were experts in the field, one of which was a toolmaker and a pewter expert, and another person who was an aluminium foundry worker at the Black Country Living Museum. I was advised by both of them that this would take about 30 to 40 attempts to get a shortlisted 24 buttons. But obviously this was my first time casting with any sort of metal, so it took me around 129 attempts instead. They were made by creating a handmade stamp based off the images of the original garment provided by Snows Hill Manor. I bent stainless steel wire into a toggle shape with a shank and hand-carved a wooden plate to go underneath the button, as used at the time to prevent the lead in historical pewter from damaging the cloth of the garment. I melted the pewter, scraped the dross off, poured it into the sand mould, which had to be re-stamped each time, and set the toggle in the back of the pewter as it cooled. The wood plate slots in the curved underside, which I created using my mum's melon baller. Unfortunately, I now owe my mum a new ladle and melon baller. To complement the buttons, one of the first elements that I completed were the buttonholes. Through my research, I discovered this to have been a braid or a ribbon underneath a larger decorative buttonhole stitch. The only 2 elements that I had to redraft were the cuffs and the collar. For the collar, I redraped it in to ensure there was a really nice smooth curve over the shoulder and around the back of the neck, but I also used Arnold's original pattern to make sure that it still had that historical grounding and look. Thank you, Costume Society, for this opportunity and also for selecting me as one of your finalists. It's truly an honour to be selected. Thank you.